It's an adjusting period, okay?
It is.
And I'm not complaining, just explaining, okay?
No, great weather.
Yeah, beautiful.
Nice.
Well, when we had quite a bit of rain, the first part of the week, and much needed rain. I think it kind of, on some of the farmers getting into their fields, though, kind of maybe put them a little bit different. And,
Probably delayed a few things, but we're early in that harvest season, so not a big deal. But you're right. Settle the dust, get a little moisture back in the ground.
right, and everybody
Nice.
that wants to have those little bonfires, and stuff,
Yeah.
and have those little,
Right.
they can do that whenever we keep it not so dry,
Not so dry.
so good. But I'm amazed at how fast the leaves are changing and falling. They're
Yeah.
really coming
They're
down.
starting.
Yeah,
Sure are.
yeah. So again, on the roads, when we start getting that rain and those leaves, remember they get slick too. So
They get slick, and as a reminder, if we could, um, thinking about leaf maintenance, when our residents get ready to do that, let's keep them out of the storm gutter. How that bring them to the edge of your property. When we get started with our leaf truck, they'll gladly reach or they'll wand over and get to your leaves. But let's keep them out of the street.
is that what you call it, a wand?
Well, that's a technical term.
it almost it almost looks like a Dr. Seuss.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Something from Dr. Seuss. No, and you bring up a great point. I'm glad you brought this up because I think we're so blessed because there's a lot of communities that do not do this.
Right, and it is. It's a good way. I mean, obviously we have a lot of trees in the city. We want to keep a lot of trees. We are a Tree City, USA, after all.
Yeah.
And so with that designation, we like to see our trees. But yeah, we got a lot of leaves to take care of, and it is a big benefit to our residents.
Yeah, yeah. We go out there and hug them every morning.
Well,
we give them an encouragement.
High five.
We hug them, high five, fist bump.
Right.
But it is good, and I for those new residents, and maybe that if you're new and you live right here in the city of Salem, you can do that. And what do you do with these leaves?
Yeah.
And it's nice. Rake them up, put them down, and like you said, keep them out of the sewage or the drains.
Right.
So we don't want those drains clogged.
Yep.
Important. So
yeah.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that'll be starting before too long,
Far
right?
too long. To your point, yeah. I mean, the leaves are starting to not just turn and
Yeah.
fall, but we're accumulating a few. So,
Yeah.
Won't be long.
Busy time of year for sure. All right. Also, we've got football action going on this weekend, and last night we had Coach's Corner. Again, thanks to Chris Hunt and the 3 county coaches coming out. Great show. Always, and McDonald's for hosting it. I'm loving it. Always a great time, and we'll be ready for some high school football. We're gonna get some college football this weekend, and of course the NFL. So got it all covered.
Colts.
Yeah. Fun time, right?
Fun time.
Yeah. So, and they're really going.
Pretty good.
They're on fire.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, we're on to the 9th day of October. Today is Curious Events Day. Curious Events Day.
Well, that could be a lot of things.
I know. Are you one of those that, like, if you see something and you're a little curious about it, do you follow up with it, or do you just walk on and
I'll start making my own assessment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you, because like if you saw, okay, so let's say I'm thinking of Hansel and Gretel. If you saw breadcrumbs on a pathway, would you be curious to follow it, or would you just leave it for another day or somebody
I'd
else?
leave it.
Would you? Now see, I would. Oh yeah, curiosity. Yeah, I'd have to start seeing where those breadcrumbs led to. Yeah. What's beyond that?
Could be good, could be bad.
Well, we know how the story ends.
Little proof.
Yeah, so Curious Events Day. So it's good to be curious and kind of find out maybe, but then maybe not too much. Right, a little bit. In moderation, right?
Well, sure.
Fire Prevention Day.
Very important.
Oh my goodness. And yesterday, I think it was yesterday, the days are running together. It was Hero Day, and we were talking about our firemen, our EMT, and our police
Sure,
department,
right.
how much heroes they are, and we're so appreciative of them. And fire prevention, let's make it easy. It shows Smokey Bear, and help. What is it? Smokey Bear.
What is the saying?
Oh no, I can't believe this. I keep going wanting
No,
to do.
I was thinking only you can prevent forest fires.
That is it. That is it. Yeah.
Now, which character is that?
Smokey Bear.
Is it okay?
No.
Yeah, sure.
Isn't it? Yeah,
I guess that's right.
Smokey Bear, right? Yeah. Only
Only you.
Yeah, give a hoot, don't pollute. What I keep thinking. I
Oh.
keep thinking, keep America looking great. Remember that?
Yeah.
Give a hoot, don't pollute. That's yeah, that's different. We'll put a pin in that. That's later. Fire prevention. So just use fire safety. Remember that if you are going to have roast those marshmallows and hot dogs, which love all that, but just make sure the fire's out before you go to bed. And if you are going to do a burn, of course, not in the city of Salem, but out in the county. Just be very wise about it. And also it's always good to let the fire department. I always stay in contact with them.
Sure.
Give them a heads up. I'm going to be doing something or something, and they really appreciate that. Just a heads up on that.
Right.
So, also, I am speaking of Fire Prevention Day. It amazes me how awesome of a group. I feel like we are so blessed in our community to have so many great first responders.
Oh yeah.
Aren't we very blessed? And every one of them is so professional.
Very active.
Yeah. So, and the other night at the several different events that we've had beer on the bricks and stuff, they've done the fire burgers.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
That brings in a crowd. There's
a secret recipe.
They know what they're doing.
They definitely know what they're doing.
Yeah. So anyway, so Fire Prevention Day, let's not do it, and let's be safe, and just also make sure you have the fire, the alarms, smoke alarms. Yeah, very important.
Right.
Yeah, and they even will come and help. This is how cool they are. If you are, not able to stand up or on a ladder or whatever, or put it up higher, your smoke alarm, they will come and help you do that. They will assist you on putting your smoke alarms up.
Yeah.
So that's above and beyond.
Mm-hmm.
That's called community.
Yeah.
That's called taking care of each other.
Mm-hmm.
Love that. All right. Let's see. International Beer and Pizza Day.
Today?
Yes,
You're
today.
just now telling
Yes,
me?
I know.
Okay.
We gotta get going on this. I'm just thinking of Mama Rosa's.
Oh, there you go.
Yum.
Yeah.
The Big Mama
Yep.
pizza, and also I'm thinking of Papa John's too.
There you go.
Yum. So you can't go wrong, right?
No.
The
Nice.
International Beer and Pizza Day. Yeah. This is also National Depression Screening Day. So important, A lot of times, it can be thought that it's something else, and it can be depression. So I think Brad and I talked about like being more aware of things. Don't you feel like we're bringing things like maybe like depression things more to the forefront now?
It does seem awareness of these items and the professional services that are out there.
And talking about it, we do so much.
Yeah.
We do so much like with our health, like as far as like trying to eat right, exercise and stuff. But a lot of times we forget about the mental and just taking care of our mental.
Yeah.
And so, National Depression Screening Day, National Moldy Cheese Day.
I would skip that. What's next?
That is so gross.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody even wants to touch it. Like if it's oh, okay. National Pro-Life Cupcake Day. I don't know what that means, but I'm all about the cupcakes. All right. What kind of cupcakes would you have?
Well, chocolate would have to be, right?
Can't go wrong,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Whoever said I don't want a chocolate cupcake,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
No.
Somebody who's never had one.
That's true. This is true. And I love just the homemade ones. Just so,
Yeah.
just that simple
Right.
homemade ones are so good. National Sneaker Day. What kind of sneakers? You got sneakers on?
No, these are a little more I guess, dress appropriate.
Dressable? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you are the mayor.
Well, now,
I do like sneakers, though.
But
And
I'll own this. I have wore my tennis shoes, sneakers into City Hall more than once.
there's nothing wrong. I think it looks really nice. And I tell you what, I'm part of the IBA, and there's, a lot of men, and they'll wear their suits. This is in Washington,
Oh,
D.C.
sure. I've seen this.
And I love the look.
Yeah.
And they'll wear their nice dress suits,
Yep.
and they'll wear the tennis shoes because they're going to be walking, and they're nice shoes.
Yeah.
I'm all about that.
That's true.
I think it's very in. You know what I mean? And it looks very nice. Yeah. And their feet don't hurt all day long.
They're a
Yeah.
big thing.
But yeah, because the first time that they had told me, they said you're not going to want to wear heels because we're going to do a lot of walking.
Mhm.
Well, I wear heels. So I thought, well, I can do, all day long in heels, okay? So I wore heels, and needless to say, by the afternoon, I was like, yeah, I was looking for Band-Aids.
Oh,
Yeah, there was a lot of walking.
yeah.
So I wear tennis shoes too. So
Yeah. Right.
yeah, live and learn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here. Also, this is also Scrubs Day. Love a set of scrubs. Now, I think, to our doctors and nurses that wear scrubs, they probably get a little tired of them, but I think that would just be so, what a day, right? To be
Probably.
in
Yeah.
scrubs.
Yeah.
Comfortable. Some, a hoagie submarine hero grinder day, a big sandwich.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That with pizza?
Well,
I
okay.
mean, both? I mean,
That
you'd have to.
we better leave now.
We
Full.
need them pronto. We need to start.
We got a full
We're not
day.
going to get done by midnight.
No.
Yeah, this sandwich looks so good. Did you, um, I mean, do you like everything on your sandwich? Or I think you're pickier. I think aren't you a little pickier than?
Well, I own that. You're right. I do. But now I can, the deli meats you can
Yes.
stack. I do like that. Roast beef and ham and turkey. Put them all there. And
Yeah.
maybe a slice of bacon between the layers. You know, we can work on this.
Terry Bradshaw said, put bacon on everything. Can't go wrong.
Yeah.
If you're cooking and you have any
Right.
kind of trouble, and you don't know if it's good, put bacon on it.
Yeah.
It'll solve. Yeah. Oh yeah, I wouldn't be mad if there was bacon on it
No.
either. Yeah. It looks delicious. The sandwich does. World Post Day, and I think it's like it looks like stamps and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Remember how people used to collect stamps?
Sure did.
Yeah, that was pretty cool though, and it was neat to get some from far away. Like World Sight Day. Very important. Very important. All right, so those are some holidays. Get out and enjoy. All right, let's talk also. Let's go back, rewind. Past weekend, City of Salem hosted Old Settlers Days right here. How wonderful that was. What a great turnout.
It was, and hats off to that committee, the Old Settlers Day committee that puts that together. And they're in the Stevens Museum property. They're in the John Hay Center. Went and visited. I was there about the 1 o'clock hour on Saturday, and so yeah, great crowd.
Wasn't it nice? Yeah.
Great weather, obviously. Had a good time. It was a little warm maybe in some spots, but that's okay. A lot of visitors come to Salem and Washington County, and our folks put on a good festival and a lot of vendors. So another one in the books.
Yeah, I'm very proud of our community. I thought everything was beautiful. They had a lot of representation there, a lot of people there representing our city and showing off, and of course it was great for outsiders to come and see. We have this treasure, and I remember a lady saying the other day, let's not, or years ago, sorry, let's not keep this a secret, and
Yeah.
we don't want to. We want to share it, and we're very blessed, and it's kind of like a really cool for visitors to come and see. They got the tour of the museum, they got to see the houses, the older houses, and also vendors and food. I thought it was
And the train
depot
is such an integral part now, and so many people years ago might have visited, and hopefully they've come back. Because the train museum is not new, but my goodness, that is such a draw for families.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen that and bring the kids, that's a big part of it.
You said you've hosted some different meetings, maybe mayor meetings or whatever there, and they were very impressed with.
Oh, every time I bring a group in, and they're not local, they're from around the state, and they just love it. And to your point, we get sidetracked, and they want to look at the displays and the models, and guys, we got business to take care of first. Now we'll have recess here in a few minutes, but no, they do. They really enjoy it.
Yeah, I love that. So, well, I just think, and of course, I notice a lot of new people in our community, and that's always exciting. Whenever you get to kind of showcase and show off and see the new people coming to our community, and hopefully they'll come back.
You got it.
Yeah.
That's
so.
Right.
We were our best Hoosier hospitality, right? On our best. So, all right. Also, let's see here. We've also got some detours. I do want to remind everybody the bridge there, going towards Pekin. I know that's been quite a bit talked about, but the official detour for the closure is State Road 56 to I-65 back to State Road 60. So I know there's a lot of people taking different routes, and you kind of, especially for us locals, you kind of know the ins and the outs and stuff. But they are asking that if you do take a different route, of course, now this is what NDOT's, they're wanting us to do this. But I just say on another note that if you are going a different route, some of those are like one lane roads.
They do get narrow.
They get very narrow, and I think sometimes people think that they're 2 lanes. And we saw a wreck happen, and we just don't want any more wrecks. So hopefully, and um, especially with with the if the roads get slick or anything. So please be careful. So.
And I think to that, Becky, your point about it being a little narrow and single lane by chance, that does then make the speed reduced, and so it's no longer a highway speed.
Right.
So when you do
right.
take those side roads, be mindful. Gosh, it's time to slow down.
Right. So I think that's something that's very valuable, and I hope everyone just stays safe. And they're doing a great thing. As far as we were talking about, and I always feel like whenever you see construction or something going on, we have to give grace, because anybody that's done any kind of projects, that sometimes there's material, or I guess that you're doing. Sometimes you don't always get it on time. Things take, sometimes your materials that you're using might not be right there. Or possibly you could get into something that you didn't know, and we're fixing a bridge, which is very valuable. And this bridge is traveled on so much,
Major structure, and certainly deemed time for that work. And
right.
so, if the study says it's time, then we need to adhere to that. And obviously
Absolutely.
they are. And,
right.
Gosh.
Well, you want them to do it right.
Do it right.
Yeah, that's something. That's what I say to everyone. We want them to rush. No, we want them to do it right, and what they're doing, they're actually bettering our bridge. They're making our area there better. So let them do their thing, and it'll be funny. It's funny because it's like we've seen a lot of construction going on. There's been a lot in the city, county, and state.
Sure.
And we've been very blessed with fixing our roads, and I don't think you and I talked about this, but this has been like a couple weeks ago. I have this national study that comes, and the #1 state for roads, which I never hear Indiana, was Indiana.
Nice. Okay.
That spoke volumes.
Yeah.
That ought to be an Indiana commercial.
Really?
I need to, Governor, we need some public service announcements, because that's praise. I mean, to say that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, we do have some roads that always need to be fixed, but we also have all those seasons that make roads crack and do all the things that they do, make those bumps or whatever they do, So we, with the freezing of the roads, and then it can be what 50 of a morning and 98 by afternoon.
Yeah.
So those are hard on the roads, but I just thought that was a huge compliment, and that was not like intended just for me. That was intended for, it was a national survey, so I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah,
and that speaks volumes. And I love that we have been putting a lot of money into our roads and to fixing them.
Well, it's an investment, certainly. That's right, and fixing them in the sense of that before they get too bad, too far gone, to where
right.
Then it causes more damage, and it's a lot of proactive work, and it needs to be done. It is. To your point, used heavily. I mean, all of our roads. I mean, my gosh, we're a very mobile society.
Yeah.
So it's very important to get that done.
Yeah.
So that's a good label. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then also with the bridges too. I've said in many meetings, talking about bridges, and you want to make sure they're safe. Mm-hmm. And our bridges we've got some really old bridges.
Yeah.
But and they need to be repaired. They need to be fixed. They need to be tweaked, and let them do it.
Yeah.
So
that's right.
That's my little bit of reminders. I mean, again, not complaining, just explaining, making sure. But we will, as soon as we find out, we'll let everyone know. But you'll probably know before we do. You'll probably be driving and see it.
Right.
You can't. You see something, say something.
Kind of. Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
So a lot of people are out and about. So if you see it, just report that it's open, and I think everybody will be cheering. So. So a little bit of thought on that. Also, we're going to be coming up, and we've got the big parade coming up here in Salem. The Halloween parade. It has been moved this year. I want to make sure everybody knows that.
Right, please.
And it's going to be a little bit earlier, which they thought they were going to try this. And I talked with Nick, and he said that he thought, let's try it and see a little bit of, because a lot of times we have, and see how it goes. So
the month gets very full.
Well, does it ever? Yeah.
You're right. I chatted with Nick as well, and that was the thought. Maybe give a little space between some of the events. And hey, I think that's a good approach. So yeah, it's this Saturday. There again, Becky, I think your forecast said we're okay.
Yes,
So,
weather's going to be great.
Be a good evening, Saturday evening, and yeah, Halloween parade down South Main Street.
That's just also more candy.
Well, there's that.
You know what I mean? We can't get enough of that.
No. And Snickers. Well,
Oh, don't even.
I can't even.
And you know they make those little ones. They call them fun size. They're not. That's not fun size. You know when
No,
when it's.
Can we just say it's a tease?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
So then you end up eating half the bag.
Well, I saw a lady the other day. She said I ate 12 of them, and she said, should I? And I was like, I don't judge. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? If you know, probably 12 took what to get just a regular size.
Yeah. 12, 15. Who's counting?
You know, right? Yeah,
On
yeah.
a good day.
Just throw those wrappers away. You'll never know. But anyway, so yes, so get some. Anyway, it's going to be fun, and I want everybody to remember that. Then on the 25th, we are going to be having at the Stevens Museum again. Which how fun and how apropos, and just kind of you got that spooky a little bit there at the museum.
The old buildings.
I know.
The dated look, and so
yes.
Could this be a haunted schoolhouse?
You want it to be. Yeah, you want it to be so bad. So that's going to be on the 25th, and we are going to be there from 5 to 7 p.m. So everyone come on, dress up, and have some fun. And it was talking about how, how the whole family gets involved anymore. A lot of times, like, they'll go as a group, you know what I mean, like even the mom and dad.
Oh, you'll have a grandparent,
yeah.
Parent, kiddos, and a stroller.
I love it.
It'll be a succession.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I love it. I love that. And everybody having fun. I love family time.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I love seeing the families together, and I love seeing everybody participating. And these are wonderful memories forever that the children will, treasure. They'll remember going, to the Stevens Museum and trick or treating and having great times. I think that's always a fun time.
Mm-hmm.
So 5 to 7 p.m. and we got some good candy coming. So
there you go.
Which put that right.
That's right.
So that's exciting, and then of course we'll be leading up to Halloween. What is Halloween on this year?
So Halloween, if my memory serves, is a Friday evening.
Ooh, okay. Look at us all. We're looking at our calendar. Well, it's so hard.
It is, yes, right. That's what I thought. Goodness, I was thinking 2 dates at once, but yes, Friday. So that'll be an extra help to the parents, I think, maybe. But Friday evening, so you don't have to worry about school next day by chance. Standard time, so 6 to 8 here.
That's a beautiful time.
Well, it works really well for the younger kids that don't want to be out too late, and the parents obviously are in tune with that. And there's just a little bit of daylight left, so you can start, you kind of get your bearings, I suppose. But obviously the days are getting shorter, so by 8 it'll be dark. But anyways, 6 to 8, October 31st, Halloween night, here in the city.
Well, that's 2 hours of hitting it hard.
Hitting it hard.
That's going to be a lot.
Well, if you train, see. And your event will help, and that'll get them in gear, and so
Yes, exactly. And so I think 8 o'clock is a good cutoff. I think that's a beautiful time, and I think everybody at that point is done and ready.
Turn your porch light off, and you had a good evening, and you go in and rest at that point.
Well, and I think you bring up a good point too, because if you do not want to participate, if you, for some reason, this is just not the year, you just don't want to, maybe you've got a lot going on, and you just don't want to participate, don't turn your porch light on. Just turn your porch light off.
Yeah, and honestly, that's the best thing, and not, everybody respects, some distance, and if your house is not lit up and ready to go, I think people understand
I think they do, 100%.
They'll go on to the next house, next stop, so, you're right.
And I think that if you do choose to participate, then, let the games begin. Turn the lights on, and if you want to turn on the fog machine.
Put on Elvira.
Why not, right? Yeah.
Do it up.
Go all out, right. We'll know where to go. Yeah,
right,
we'll find it out. But I think, bring up good points on that. Just reminding everybody, it's good reminders. It's been a year since we've done this.
Yeah, sure.
Also, that if you have any, I don't know if they still use reflectant tape, or those light up like necklaces, the
glow
sticks. I couldn't think of the word. Yeah. Yes, thank you for that. Put the glow sticks on, something like that.
And be mindful. And I know this is hard to do try to cross very carefully, and obviously the crosswalk intersections are easier and more lit. But yeah, just be careful, and that's then a reminder to our motorists. Hey, Halloween night, there's a lot of people out, so
Yeah.
we all need to be slow and be cautious.
Right. And and I was one of those. I can remember being when I was little, being so excited, just running and darting and
Hmm.
everything. And because you don't think about
Yeah.
what possibly
Hmm.
and it happens. I get it. So I think that's something that we just need to make sure as motorists too,
Hmm.
use caution because there will be a lot of children and then on parents kind of make sure that they the mask years ago they used to have they've kind of changed those. Those are not, the same.
Right.
Remember the plastic hard,
And almost couldn't see.
the
They were
visual.
so.
Oh, I had
Yeah.
a Casper one that it completely would move. I would only see my visibility,
Right.
I can't say a word. Visibility.
Visibility. There it is.
I was up too late last night carving pumpkin. Sorry. I'll tell you about that in a minute. But anyway, visibility was very, very little. So,
Right.
so I think now they're kind of doing more face painting,
Hmm.
or I think the masks are a little different
Yeah.
than what used to years ago, which are good. They made them safer. So just please be careful on that.
Hmm.
And use make sure that your child can see well or able to motivate and also walk. Make sure make sure you're not wearing those heels, okay?
Or maybe the long dress, or
Yes,
the
had the princess dress, you know what I mean? And you
the extra long dinosaur tail.
had that done, yes.
All right.
And everybody will be stepping on it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so if
Get that in
anybody's
the car
going as
door. It
Barney,
won't be good.
no. Those blow up dinosaurs, I don't care how many times I see them. They make me laugh. I
Don't
don't
they?
know. They're just so silly.
Yeah.
And I can see them 100 times and I still laugh at
Right.
those.
Right.
It's just funny. Or the big wrestlers, they blow them up. They have the
Oh,
air
sure.
thing that
Sure.
that blow up and don't even. I just think those are hilarious.
Yeah.
But I think that if you do those costumes, you have to commit.
All
I mean,
right.
I
Right.
mean, you're gonna be wearing that all night long. So
Yeah.
yes, you will have
the,
a.
the, the price you pay
That's
for
right.
the success of your candy, and
Yes,
there's this
exactly.
trade-off, and
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly. So, it's like, what do you want to do?
what are you gonna do?
Yeah, what do you want to do? But then I also love the homemade costumes too.
Okay.
I mean, you can't beat a good
Yeah.
homemade one.
Yeah.
So I said something easy. I've seen, where they take little candy bars and you just take little safety pins and put them all over your, like a jacket and call it the Candy Man, you know, and that way you are, and
It's
then you
not a
can,
bad idea.
well, you can eat the candy later. It's a
Well,
win-win,
you could,
right?
yeah.
Now sometimes,
Eat one, replace one,
yeah, yeah,
change them out.
yeah. The
Yeah.
Candy Man cometh and take away. I don't know.
Right.
So anyway, it's going to be a fun time, and it is supposed to be a fun time. So let's make sure that everybody stays safe. We love our community, and I know surrounding communities are giving the same suggestions out. So we want to make sure everybody stays safe. We want it to
Got
be
it.
a fun one and in the books and have fun.
Yep.
And that's what it's supposed to be about.
With me, yep.
Yeah. So, all right, that's going to be on Friday night, which works out well because then they can all crash Saturday morning, right?
True enough.
Yeah. Because sometimes they're on school nights.
Oh yeah, most times. And
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
kind of the worry or confusion. Can we or do we? And well, yeah, that's the official day.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
so,
yeah.
But yeah, so this being Friday, maybe they can settle in Saturday morning and have an easy day.
Yeah, and count that more of that candy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, we did pumpkin carving and pumpkin painting, and when you carve it's a huge difference because when you go to carve a pumpkin, you have to really be dedicated because to get all that goop out.
Hmm.
Yes. Now, can you scrape the goop out, or are you one of those? Because we had some that were like, I don't want to touch that.
Oh, no big deal.
No big deal. Yeah, yeah. And all of the seeds,
Oh, right.
yeah. Now, and then we had some that like took the seeds, and of course we're going to bake them.
Roast them, yeah.
Yeah, roast them.
Yeah.
They're so good.
I guess I don't remember that. I think I've tried them, but I don't recall.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
They're really good. Pumpkin seeds are good. So, and so you have all of that where you have to get all that goop out, and then you have to do the carving, and they have the carving kits now. But some went rogue and did their own, and the different mouths, were very interesting, and like that one tooth, is
Right.
always
The single.
the
Yeah.
single tooth is always a popular one. But then now, then you have some that are just a little bit more. We're not going to touch the goop. We're just going to paint.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah. So had one that did chicken duck, made a chicken duck duck duck, but she should have done duck duck goose.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, but she did chicken chicken rooster duck. Anyway, on around her pumpkin. So yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah. So yeah, of course a lot of pink pumpkins. Yeah,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
in our family,
Yeah.
no
Right.
surprise. Pink was very popular.
Right.
So anyway, so we did the things, and anyway, and I think now you're safe. You don't want to carve too early, because you got to make
No.
that pumpkin weight. That pumpkin. When you start opening it up and carving, that's when it starts.
It will decay and
Yes,
it
yes.
does go fast.
So and years ago they only had like the candles. I mean, you had to put like real lights in them. Now they have the
Little battery.
battery operated. Yes.
Uh-huh.
So please use the battery operated one. Again, we're talking about fire prevention today. So be safe on that. Just use the battery operated ones. Those are a lot safer.
Yep.
Especially if you fall asleep and forget to turn off or blow it out. I remember that was a big thing. Who's going to go blow out those candles?
Yeah, right. Well, come morning, they went up.
Yeah.
No more candle.
No more candle.
All night. Back to the store.
Back to
Yeah.
Yeah, back to the store. Yes. Yeah. So anyway, have fun with your carving. Just be safe and make sure. And they actually have the knives that are safe now. So you're not cutting. I remember using like big old butcher knives
Right.
when I was little.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, it's funny because my parents didn't think a thing about it. Just
I know. Here, cut the top off and go.
That's right.
All right.
There we go. We're gonna do it.
Right.
So, did you ever make the square eyes, the round eyes, or what kind of eyes did you
I
make?
think triangle eyes.
Triangle, yeah, that's
I
yeah.
do, yeah.
Yeah, the triangles was always my favorite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually did that too. Yeah, I remember taking potatoes, and putting toothpicks in them and sticking them on my ears for the
Okay.
side.
Mhm.
That was always
An add-on.
add on.
Did you get bonus points for that?
Well,
So I mean, if we're
yeah.
gonna grade them, extra
I,
credit.
I should have, but
Should've,
I don't
okay.
think so. I don't think.
Well, that's
Yeah,
above
that
and
was just
beyond.
yeah. One time I did take yarn and make hair.
Oh,
That took a long time. Let me
Yeah.
just tell you. But it was kind of like a Raggedy Ann pumpkin. Believe me, it was more raggedy than Ann.
All right.
But it's always fun. So anyway, 'tis the season for doing that and having fun. And our good old Walmart over here has got the pumpkins,
Yes.
and they've got them. They've got them marked down too. They've got gourds too.
Okay.
I like the gourds, and of course making the fall scenes and everything, looks great. So. All right. Also, going around the square, the flowers look beautiful too, and thanks to the master gardeners have kicked in on that too, right?
Yes, and that group and I actually are going to discuss some things tonight, and so we've got some plans for next year.
Love it.
And certainly, I'm yielding to what they would like to do and what their thoughts are and what we could do to help bring some flowers around the square in the downtown community, and what they would like to see and what they think are appropriate for those pots. And so, hey, that group knows what they're doing, and so we're going to take their suggestions and see what we could do next year to add to it.
Yeah. And if you remember, we all discovered this summer a new kind of way to water them.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
They about 3-4 of the ladies said, hey, I think there's a better way of doing this, because it's a very manual process, and we all know you've got to water your flowers. That's
Sure.
not a secret, but the downtown, there's so much asphalt, so much concrete, it just radiates so much heat, and those pots will not retain moisture, and
Right.
so oh my gosh, they get dry so fast. And well, honestly, that was the plight of some of the problems with the trees, is they just could not keep enough moisture. And so, hey, the flowers are in a similar situation, and so trying to figure out what would work and maintain a little bit of deeper moisture in that bottom of those pots. The ladies had came up with a wicking system that is self-contained, and it actually has a little bit of a bladder that is a slow release, and it actually has worked very well. So hats off to them. It worked. So we're going to implement that into some other those large terracotta looking plant potter pots, and so I think it worked fine, so why not just add a bunch more?
I agree. Yeah, I think they're beautiful, and I think it just makes so much sense. It looks beautiful. So I want to give them a big shout out and a big hands out, or hands.
Hats off
Hats, and
boy, we both need some
I'm
coffee.
I'm telling you, I don't know. Are we having our Monday on our Thursday? I
Right.
think something about that. But anyway, yes. So hats off to them, and keep up the great work. And it is noticed. I want them to know we notice it,
Yeah.
and
Well
it does
said.
not go unnoticed.
Right.
So, all right. Also, how are on TV shows? And you might not want to tell, but do you have like the most and the least relaxing TV shows?
Oh my, I don't know what that would be.
Okay, I kind of do.
Okay.
Okay, if I'm looking to fall asleep and it's a movie, it's called Kelly's Heroes. Is that right? No,
Okay.
I think that's the right
Okay.
name.
I know the movie, but
Yeah, that's a movie with
Clint
like
Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood. Yes,
Yeah. Yes.
I fall asleep with that every time.
Really?
Took me forever to find the end of that,
Okay.
and and I'm one of those that can sit through Gone with the Wind, so which is forever long.
Yes.
So like you would think that you would sleep during
Other
that.
way around.
Yes, but I fall asleep at Kelly's Heroes.
Okay.
Or the one that soothes me as like the if it's a TV show, MASH.
Really?
I just I can sleep so well.
That's interesting.
I know.
I would not have thought those two.
I don't know why. I
would,
just
yeah, that wouldn't be my go-to, I guess, if I was. But my problem is, and see, I don't necessarily think about dialing up a show for that purpose. My problem is I hit the recliner, rear back, and I'm gone. So
yeah, well,
so
yeah.
that's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I will put on like something I like, which I love MASH, and when you're watching it, I think it's because it's calmer.
Okay.
Kind of I mean sometimes it gets a little bit but usually it's kind of calmer.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's just kind of one of those things I've noticed with myself that.
Yeah.
Okay, so it says if you're looking for a show to fall asleep to, it should be something that actually helps you fall asleep, or at least something that doesn't hinder you. If I watch, like, I love Seinfeld and I love
Yeah.
Friends, and if I watch them, which I do love MASH just as much, but those Seinfeld and Friends, I stay awake. I don't know why, more so. I don't know.
Maybe it engages you more.
Well, and they're a little more fast paced, maybe
Fast-paced.
especially Seinfeld.
Yeah.
I mean, they kind of
Yeah.
are
Jump around.
zingers, throwing
Yeah.
out zingers, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, here is there's a public speaking website that ranked the most relaxing shows based on episode's length, the content rating, and the presence of frightening scenes. Which I don't want no frightening scenes. So.
Okay.
Okay, so here are the most soothing. Number one, Bluey. Have you ever? You gotta watch Bluey. I promise. Don't knock it. I promise.
You're right. I just know nothing of it.
Well, and it's really one of those that like because I first thought I'm going to be honest. I was kind of in a situation where I kind of had to watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But once I started, it's like, oh my gosh, it's really cute,
Mm-hmm.
and it is adorable, and they're really pretty cool, and they really you can relate to Bluey because like Bluey like is very relatable to real life.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Okay.
I'm not the one that knows everything about it, but I do like Bluey. So I don't know about soothing, but I like it. Yeah. So, okay, number two, Seinfeld. Again, I don't know if it's soothing. Do you feel like it's a soothing show? I don't know.
No, I don't know that I'd label it that.
Yeah.
You know.
When Kramer busts in, or
Exactly.
you know what I mean, or
Yeah.
George has a
And the storyline jumps around.
Yes,
so many
exactly.
Times throughout an episode. I mean, very entertaining, but
Yes.
I don't know about soothing.
Yeah, I don't know about that either. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree with that. Mr. Bean.
Yeah.
No. Pride and Prejudice.
I can't even place that show.
Oh, it's good. I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's kind of calm. I don't know. Maybe a little more. The Office.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think you could relate to the antics that they're experiencing, and
Yeah.
that might be one of those.
Yeah.
Well, somebody, yeah, I that happened to me.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know. That
Yeah,
may be
so,
far fetched,
yeah.
but okay, maybe.
Number six, Friends.
Okay.
Yeah, I do love Friends, but I have trouble sleeping to Friends because I want to watch it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're kind of like that too. They jump around. It's kind of like the Seinfeld, where they kind of go from different
Yeah.
scenes to different scenes. So, um, this is called Faulty Towers. It's a British TV show.
Oh, okay.
I never saw it. Um, I don't know some of these. Okay, Yes, Mister, and Arrested Development. I don't know.
Hmm.
Okay, so the worst shows to watch before slipping into dreamland is Hannibal,
Oh, I could. Yeah. Right.
Sons of the Anarchy,
All right.
Daredevil,
Okay.
Boardwalk Empire. I've never seen any of these, so I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know. So,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah, that would be not soothing.
no, no. So, rounding the top 10 are Dexter, The Boys, Mr. Robot, and Black Mirror. Don't know any of them. Sorry. So, I think just about, I'm kind of with you too, though. Just about anything I can fall asleep. I think when you work and you work hard and you hit it hard, that whenever it comes time, it and you do get to that time to relax. Like you probably don't. I mean, you don't hit that recliner till late.
Correct.
You know what I mean? And I get like that too. Like my furniture is untouched.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then when you do sit down, you can't help but
Right.
go out.
Yeah.
I can find that too. But I also believe that's good. I like a hard day's work. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So I like that where we put it 100% to the day, and then when it's time to rest, the season of rest is good.
Right. True. True.
Yeah.
True.
Also, switching gears, Dolly Parton wants to assure her fans, and she actually did like a little commercial talking about she's not dying. I think they did someone came up with, how AI did
Okay.
like Reba McEntire by her bedside, her dying bedside, and Dolly even said that probably Reba wouldn't. I mean, she said I love Reba, but probably not the one that would be by my bedside if I was dying.
Mm-hmm.
So they didn't even get the right person on that. But
Wow.
but Dolly's like, I'm fine. Just she said after her husband passed, she had some things that she should have taken care of her own health. She didn't do it, so now the doctors or so.
Mm-hmm.
I think that just makes her human.
Doesn't it?
And I think we've seen her give so much and do so much that we don't know what to do when she's not.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And I think that she's human. She's taken great care of herself, I think, through the years. And I think to just keep on doing that, maybe she needs some downtime.
Exactly. You don't have to be in the spotlight all the time. And,
No, right.
Certainly she has.
Well, and just like our vehicles, you have to take a vehicle in, don't you?
Yeah.
To get fixed, So,
Right.
so she's got some. I heard something about maybe kidney stones or something. I don't know. So I hope that's if it. I've heard those are horrible. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know, but
Don't want.
yeah, I don't want. So anyway, so she's not dying. So Dolly Parton wants to assure her fans. She did thank everyone for the prayers, and I can always use the prayers for anything and everything. But I want you to know that I'm okay. When my husband Carl passed, I didn't take care of myself, so I let a lot of things go that I should have been taken care of. There's just a lot of rumors flying around, but I figured if you heard it from me, you'd know that it's okay. I don't think God is through with me, and I ain't done working. So I love you for caring and keeping me praying for me. And she's fine, the representative for Dolly said, and just waiting for a procedure for kidney stones. So there we go.
Okay.
And there it is so. And I thought she looked absolutely beautiful. She did a little bit of a video for everyone, so that's always good to know. A little bit of checking in with Dolly.
There. Nice.
Okay, here are some top 10 Halloween activities that will take part this month. All right, and let's see if you'll be participating in any of these. Do you like Halloween?
Well, okay. I understand the process. Kiddos going and getting the candy. And then you got to stop at some point.
Yeah. Do you
well,
really?
Okay. And then so you kind of get a pass then. As a parent, some people get a pass. Well,
Yeah.
you're participating in that. So I that sense. Now, as far as decorating, no, I don't do. And
Yeah.
but
I tend to lean more instead of the scary. I like just the fall decoration.
yeah, okay. No.
Like I think the pumpkins are cool, the
Yeah.
gourds and everything
I
like that.
guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the leaves. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I kind of go that route, more the festive like that, the fall, which will
Well,
take us into
and
Thanksgiving
and
too.
fall, y'all.
Fall, y'all.
Hey.
Well, I went to Cincinnati the other day, and right there in Florence
Yes,
it
because
says,
remember that was
I
the day you and I were both on the road.
I absolutely,
Yeah.
yes, exactly,
And I
yes,
thought
which
about
you
that.
should have came right on up
I
to
thought
that.
about that
Yes,
tower.
yes, and that's exactly what we need here in
Yeah.
the tower. Salem, y'all. I'm telling you, we could have it done. I know they could do that. You know what I
Oh
mean?
my.
Yeah, just a few letters, we could have that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you already got Salem on it.
Right.
Just put y'all.
Y'all.
Well, I can't remember. That was actually where they took it and they changed it because it read something else.
Oh, did it?
Yeah,
Okay, no, I didn't.
and they took it off and they got y'all out of what I can't remember how it was, but I heard the story. Yeah,
I
it's a
see.
really cool story, but it
Okay.
looks good.
Yeah.
And that's what I really, I'm rooting for that.
That's
Yeah,
fun.
yeah, I'm on that team for y'all. So, okay, well here's a new poll that looked at the top fall or Halloween activities that some will be taking part in this year. And number one makes sense because you don't even have to leave the couch. Number one is watch a scary movie.
Okay. I get that.
48% said they're definitely gonna watch at least one. You like scary movies?
No, I mean, well, I guess it's all relative.
Yeah.
The blood and guts and chop them into pieces. Okay, fine. No, those don't necessarily do much for me. But
Yeah.
Stephen King, some of that's okay.
Yeah, he's.
The Shining, and that's not
Oh.
really scary, but it's just cool.
Well, I think it is.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a chicken.
Yeah.
But yeah. So watch a scary movie. I'm on the fence. Ghostbusters.
Oh, okay. Well, no, I wouldn't have thought that. Yeah.
I can't go too scary.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not. I'm not. Yeah. But I like it, and I think it's good. You know what I mean? Like to pop popcorn and and maybe dim the lights a little bit and watch a scary movie. Good. Yeah. I'm with you on that. We can do it. Yeah. Here we go. Number 2. I want to know about this one. Consume pumpkin flavored food or drinks.
Oh, good grief.
46% said they do that. What about you, Mayor?
Well,
What?
okay, I like pumpkin pie,
Okay.
but
Me oh my.
then exponentially everything being pumpkin. No, I don't understand. That's not me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pumpkin
Well, because they have
spice.
pumpkin spice,
Yeah.
And McDonald's is hitting that hard. Their pumpkin spice is like,
right.
and they'll sell out.
I bet.
They will.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll go. And they even have, the turnover things
Sure.
that they have. They have pumpkin. Yeah. Which are off the chain, delicious.
Yeah.
And those are just, here for a limited time.
Right. Get yours today.
Get it today. That's exactly right. Hit the follow and like button for more. Let's see, flavored foods. Let's see, pumpkin pie.
Yeah.
Let's see. I guess I like the pumpkin, but I like apple too.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I like the apple stuff too. I was talking about like the caramel apples and stuff like that, which now they're even making it where you just cut the apple up and you dip it, so you don't have to have all of the apple going everywhere.
Yeah. Right.
Where. So, but this is pumpkin flavored food and drinks, yes, which do like that. Number 3, displaying Halloween decorations. 43% will be doing that. I've seen a lot in the community.
Yeah, there are.
Those big skeletons are really popular.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of them on the way over to Madison. I saw a lot of those.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There's a hill that's got like 4 of them. I don't know how they keep them up. I don't know how the wind didn't get them.
I think some of them you got to wait the bottom of them.
You'd have to do something. Yeah. If it would be mine, they'd be face down, I'm sure.
Right.
I would not be able to. They've got skills that can keep that. So display Halloween decorations. A lot of people do that. And I was actually at Lowe's, and there was they had like this huge werewolf, huge, and this lady was like, "I've got to have that. I've got to have that for my front, my front porch, or my front, yard. I got to have it for my front yard." She wasn't from around here. I don't know her, but I was listening because she was telling me that, and I was like, oh wow. She said, "Oh, that'll scare everybody."
Well, I guess if that's her intent.
Yes. So
Yeah.
so anyway,
Good for her.
yeah, they go all out. So I don't, but good for I'm with you. But to see her happiness.
Oh, okay.
She was
Yeah.
so happy about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Good for her. You know, and everybody, do your own thing on that. Yeah. Hand out. Okay, number 4. Hand out candy on Halloween. 39% definitely will. Another 11% said maybe.
Mm.
Which we'll be handing out candy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we got candy
Got that
handing
check.
out. Yeah, got that one done. Number 5, carve a pumpkin. 30% will do. Done that. Been there and done that. Which they've got all kinds of cute pumpkin carving kits. Number 6, visit a pumpkin patch. 27%.
Hmm.
I saw this truck, and it was of course I was driving, so I had my hands on my wheel, but I would love to have had my camera up. But this truck, it was is one of those old, kind of a little bit old-fashioned trucks, huge, back, just full of pumpkins,
Oh, I see.
and just I mean had them loaded, and I'm thinking, boy, they just came out of the patch,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And yeah, it's funny to see all that coming,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So people are still buying, so. Visit a pumpkin patch. 27% said they'll do that. Number 7, attend a Halloween party.
Oh, okay.
26% said they'll do that, which always is fun, Halloween parties. Number 8, wear a costume. Only 25% definitely plan to dress up. Another 13% might.
Hmm.
Okay. Number 9, take a child trick-or-treating. 23% is going to do that. Number 10, play a trick on someone. 17%. I'm glad that's low. I don't like playing tricks.
I don't either.
I don't like that. I don't like playing tricks on people. That might include a jump scare, Halloween prop, or just an old school toilet papering your enemy's house.
Oh, God.
I think since COVID, people are not. I think people are more reserved with the toilet paper.
Yeah,
I think
that might be. You know, that's a good point. It may be.
If you have to go out and buy it, right?
Or the price, yeah. Gosh.
Yeah, right.
You know,
Yeah, I think
think twice.
Yeah.
I'll think twice about saving this.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to toilet paper your house. You know what I mean? And I have had that where, like that jump scare, and yeah, that's yeah. I'm not really crazy about this. Hay rides. I used to love hay rides. I don't know if people are doing it as much anymore.
No,
Yeah.
don't think so.
Just missed the top 10. At 15% are doing that. 13% said they'll definitely hit up a haunted house this year.
Oh, okay.
I can't do those.
Yeah.
And good for those that can. I just
Yeah.
can't. I'm going to knock somebody down.
Ah, okay.
It will be. Yeah, I don't want to fight back, but I will fight back. Right?
Sure.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. Also, let's go back a few years ago. It had 324 years ago, Mayor, before us, 1701, Yale University was charted.
Is that right? Okay.
Isn't that crazy to think?
Wow.
170 years ago, in 1855, on this date, the sewing machine motor was patented by the man whose name it still bears, Isaac Singer.
Oh, okay.
Now, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Those are kind of fun facts, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 137 years ago, in 1888, the Washington Monument was officially opened to the public.
Wow.
Oh, this is cool. 64 years ago, in 1961, Hit the Road Jack by Ray Charles peaked number 1 on the pop singles chart, while Crying by Roy Orbison peaked number 2.
Interesting.
Very interesting. Oh, here we go. Sad news. 52 years ago, we love Elvis. In 1973, Elvis and Priscilla Presley got divorced in California after 6 years of marriage. She was awarded nearly $1.5 million in cash, $4,200 a month, alimony for 1 year, half the sale price of the couple's $750,000 home, and 5% interest in 2 of Elvis's publishing companies. Which I got to take a trip to Graceland. Have you ever been?
No, I haven't.
It's gorgeous. It's just so cool. I mean, it's so back. You know, I mean, it's everything's just so neat. Yeah. So I do put that on your bucket list to do. It's a little bit of a drive to Memphis. Memphis is really out there.
Yeah.
but it's fun. Also, let's see here. I know we got to get out of here real quick. I know you're busy. You've got a lot going on. Bruce Springsteen released "Tunnel of Love" 38 years ago. That don't seem possible. Let's see here. Let's see. I think that's just about all over history. So there we go. Get out and enjoy. So you got a big day today?
I do. Got
a lot of meetings.
3 meetings today, and so it is typical. City Hall Day, and that's what we do, and keep things moving. And so yes, today's another full day, and the last one I think is at 6:30 this evening. So yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, all in the day of the life of a
All
mayor,
right.
right?
That's right.
Yes, but I think it's nice, and I think that's important to let people know, meeting with people and learning and talking with citizens and networking with other communities and finding out all of the meetings, things that you got going on. I know you're very busy schedule, so I appreciate you hanging out with me this morning. But also want to remind everybody, don't forget on those leaves, rake the leaves. They can put them down by the curb of the road. Is that what to do?
To the edge of the curb, staying in your yard to the edge of the curb. Excuse me. And yes, when time comes, and that's
a little early, but
yes, you're right.
Reminders.
That way they stay out of the street and out of the storm gutter, and it'll be fine. Our trucks will be able to get, as I said, the wand.
Yeah,
they'll
love that.
Stretch it over there, and
that.
it'll reach, and they'll get them out.
All right, the wand.
Yeah.
I love that. That. All right, let's thank our sponsors this
you
morning.
Bet. I want to thank Meadowview Healthcare, Walmart, Salem Crossing, Americans for Prosperity, Mama Rosa's, Fox Lee Wealth Management, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Dr. Mindy Gunn, Marshall Monuments, McAllister Land Consulting, Springer & Springer Insurance, Louisville Bats, Schneck Hospital, and Temple & Temple.
All right, thank you to our great sponsors. Mayor Justin Green, let's have the best day ever, okay?
Thank you.
Marshall Monuments will be moving soon to 205 North Main Street. But in the meantime, they are offering up to 75% off the monuments at their current location at 106 South Water Street in Salem. This is a once-in-a-lifetime sale and features a few monuments that are still marked down to 75% off, monuments that are 50% and 25% off. Everything else is 10% off store-wide. In their 78 years of community service, Marshall Monuments has provided excellence and experience, and continues to take pride in workmanship and guarantees satisfaction in the final product, and look forward to seeing you in their new showroom later this year in their new location. Corey Churchman and the staff at Marshall Monuments do everything by hand and stand by the quality of their work. When you're dealing with Marshall Monuments in Salem, you're working with expert craftsmanship and specially trained stone artisans. Call or text today at 812-412-2014 for a free estimate and to set up an appointment to see their quality work. Or stop by the shop at 106 South Water Street in Salem, Indiana. Top quality stonework at hometown prices. Come see the best monuments in southern Indiana since 1945.
It's almost time for Boo Bash 2025, coming up on Saturday, October 25th from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Stevens Museum grounds in Salem. Open to all ages, children and families are welcome to come visit the haunted grounds and trick-or-treat with local law enforcement, Wslm, local clubs, and civic organizations. Everyone is invited to attend. For more information, call Becky White at 812-620-7271 or email at wslmradio@gmail.com. Come out for an evening of treats, family, and lots of fun. Boo Bash 2025 at the Stevens Memorial Museum on Saturday, October 25th from 5 to 7 p.m. See you there!
The spookiest weekend in racing is coming to Salem Speedway. 3 big spooky days of racing and Halloween events are coming up on October 17th, 18th, and 19th as the Salem Speedway hosts its 37th annual Halloween 200. Tickets are now on sale at salemspeedway.com. Come out on Friday, October 17th with free admission. Pits open at noon with light concessions. Come see Street Stock and Crown Vic practice from 3 to 6 p.m. and stick around for Trunk or Treat after practice with a band and a Best Decorated Camper contest. Saturday, October 18th will feature Halloween 200 practice, Mike's Muffler and Brakes CVBT, Spooky 200, Salem Supercars, CVF8, CV Future Stars, CVST. The pits open at 10 a.m. with spectator gates open at 1 p.m. and practice at 1 p.m. with races starting at 5 p.m. Sunday will feature the Halloween 200 featuring the Legends, CV Future Stars. Pits open at 8:30 a.m. and spectator gates open and practices start at 11 a.m. with racing at 1 p.m. It will be too scary to miss this event of the year at Salem Speedway. Get your tickets, limited edition Halloween 200 shirts, and more at salemspeedway.com. Salem Speedway, where the racing is so fast, it's already history.
At Holiday World's Happy Halloween weekends, the fun never ends. In fact, it's been sweetened. As the sun sinks low, there's a thrill in the air. Thunderbird, Hallow Swings, ride if you dare. 500 drones in the sky start to swirl. Free soft drinks and candy, 'cause it's Holiday World.
Happy Halloween weekends are back at Holiday World through October 26th. All your Halloween favorites plus the all-new Dino Corn Maze. Get tickets at holidayworld.com.
Give Du Bois County Tire a call. Big or small, they service all. They have the name brand tires you know to keep you cruising on down the road. They got tires for driving mean. They even got them for your farm machine. You can call them day or night. Du Bois County Tire does it right. Big or small, we service all. Du Bois County Tire.
Now through October 31st, get up to $180 back on a Firestone prepaid MasterCard. Get up to $80 when you buy a set of 4 eligible Firestone tires. Get an additional $100 when you make an eligible tire purchase with your CFNA credit card. Available at Washington County Tire Shop in Salem. Subject to credit approval, restrictions apply. See FirestoneRewards.com for details.
Big or small, we service all. Du Bois County Tire.
Your farm is more than just land. It's your livelihood and your passion. Springer Insurance and Indiana Farmers Insurance will work with you to review your farm's unique needs and find the right coverage for your home, barn, buildings, equipment, and more. Call Aaron at Springer Insurance in Salem at 812-896-3687 for a farm policy that works as hard as you do.
Something new at McDonald's to get you going on the way to work, or to get the kiddos a great start to the school day. The $5 breakfast